Oh my god, it's so heavy. Alright, hey, Mega here, and look what I got here. I got an EBMX 72 volt 42 amp hour battery here, alright? So if you don't know, these batteries are freaking pretty awesome, alright? These batteries use pouch cells, so pretty much there's no air, no wasted space in here, alright? They crammed as much battery as they can in here as they can, alright? But the only problem is, since there's more battery in here, it's more heavier, alright? It's way heavier. It is significantly heavier than the Lightspeed battery, alright? That's the reason why they call it Lightspeed. It's lightweight, right? So the Lightspeed battery weighs like 27 pounds, and this weighs like 37. Anyway, that's not what this video is about. I will do a separate video on this battery. We'll do like a show and tell. It's not my battery. I'm borrowing it from my buddy Gautam, that I met at Metcalf Motorcycle Park, and we went riding one day, and then, you know, I found out he had one of these guys, you know, and then I'm racing the Virginia City Grand Prix, and I want to have 3 batteries for that race, okay? So lo and behold, he has another 72 volt battery that will work with my bike, and yeah, so that's why I have this battery. However, I'm having a problem with it. It doesn't fit in my bike, okay? So I have a 2018 Sur-Ron Light BMX, and I don't know what model Gautam has, but he has like it's a Sur-Ron X, okay? It's a newer bike than this one, all right? This is the very first model Sur-Ron, and maybe the frame might be just a little bit different, where like it's not taking this, all right? But anyway, let me show you what is up with this, all right? It's only going into the battery compartment like 3/4 of the way, and it's getting hung up on like a brace, okay? And this thing is a workout trying to put it in and out of the freaking bike, man. I wish it had a plastic case, so it would be lighter then, right? Okay guys, so here's what's the scoop, all right? So I believe this has to have a latch modification for it to fit, okay? But as you can see, it is very tight, all right? It fits into the mouth of it, all right? But when I get this far, it gets stuck, all right? It's not going the rest of the way, all right? That's no bueno. And if I could press and it won't not go in, okay? So what's going on here? I looked it up on Google, and nobody's had this problem, so I must be the first one, all right? Maybe nobody with a Sur-Ron MX. I'm sure there's plenty of Sur-Ron MXs out there still, you know? But yeah, so the problem is it's getting hung up right here. Yeah, it's getting hung up right here. There's just not enough space. You know, it fits everywhere else, but this is way tighter than the Sur-Ron battery pack. So the Sur-Ron battery pack is really loose in there, okay? If you have a Sur-Ron and you know you've taken your battery pack out, it's actually kind of loose. It's really easy to pull in and pull out. All right, this one is super tight, all right? You can see there's plenty of room back here. All right, there's an air gap here. So you can see like right here. All right, there's an air gap. All right, but it's getting hung up here. Okay, so my Lightspeed battery, it fits in here nicely, all right? It pretty much installs like the stock one, but it does get hung up on this brace here, all right? This is the brace for the controller, all right? It's got the brackets mounted to it, and I guess it's a reinforcement for the frame, so like, yeah, we can't like get rid of it or anything. But as you can see, that's where it's getting stuck, all right? It doesn't want to go any lower than that, and so it's also kind of shaped like a wedge a little bit, right? So yeah, I don't know why it's not going in. I can try to tweak it. So what I do with this battery is, yes, it does get hung up on that, but I have enough room to tweak it, push it back, so it'll go further. But I don't think it's gonna work, man. See, you can see this thing is tight, man. It's so tight it rubs on the battery tray down here, and it's making marks right here. So okay, yeah, let me see if I can finagle it a little bit. So what I'll do with my other battery is I'll lift it up. Okay, lift it up and then tilt it forward a little bit. Oh, there we go, I got it. Maybe. No, so still wasn't gonna fit. It's super tight. It's these welds. I think it's the welds on this brace. It's touching it. Oh, no. Yeah. I don't want to smash my finger too. Keep it under there. This thing is heavy, dude. No, it's not. It's not going in, guys. So I'm gonna have to modify something so this will work. All right. I do know that they said this battery would fit tighter than the freaking stock battery, and I can verify that, man. As you can see, I did get it to go down a little bit. If I picked it up and like I scooched it a little bit that way, but it's still not wanting to go in. All right, so let me see. Let me get my flashlight and look in there and see what's. Or here, let's look together. I got a flashlight on this. All right, so here's what's going on here. Yeah, it's not this that it's getting hung up on, but if I get rid of this, we'll probably have more room. I don't mind taking it out just for one race and then putting it back, but I would like to have this cover on here because it keeps all the crud off of the battery, you know. Yeah, so you can see it's touching the weld right here. Maybe the newer Surons don't have that weld, or like maybe the weld is somewhere else, or I don't know, man, but that's what's keeping it from going down more, unfortunately. And there's nothing I can do about it because it's tight in there. So, okay, I'm gonna take this cover off. All right, I'm gonna take this splash cover off behind the battery, and maybe it'll fit. All right, but that kind of sucks. I didn't have to modify my battery compartment to get the other batteries to fit, so kind of sucks. All right, I'm gonna try that out. I think to take this compartment out, this cover, there's a Allen head bolts right here. Maybe if you can just, yeah, maybe if we take this out, it'll fit. So we'll take this out, and then there's some screws back here underneath, and they got to come out. And you can get that with like a long Phillips head or something. And then we could take the tray out too. I heard of some people take the tray out to install bigger batteries, but I don't mind having the tray in there. Hey guys, moment of truth, I got it out. All right, so it's right here. All right, that's the thing. It's got even a little guard attached to it right here. So now there's a big gaping hole behind my shock absorber. All right, it should be fine. That's why we got fenders, right? All right, let's go try to put this back in. Oh my God. It's so heavy. Oh, there we go, I got it. It fits. Yeah, we have to take that thing out, guys. Yeah. It'd be better to take the tray out too. Maybe it might drop the battery a little bit. Hooray, we got it to fit. Okay, guys, so I don't know. On my bike, I had to take this thing out so it'll fit. So for just this race, I mean, so now there's a big exposed area behind the battery, which is not a big deal, but like all this crap and stuff is going to get on your battery, you know, if it gets past your shock absorber. I know it's got to, honestly, there's a lot. It's got to go through this. It's got to go through this, possibly this. Yeah, it would take it has to go through a lot of ways to get over here. So I say, maybe it'll be better cooling for the battery. I don't know, man. All right. Does that add any structural rigidity to it? You know what? It might. It might add some rigidity to it, but it's plastic, okay, guys? Maybe if I modified this a little bit, maybe if I cut this little thing out here, this thing sticking down here, might be better. But hey, I got it to fit, so I had to do a little mod to get it to fit. Now the question is, will the thing shut? All right, let's see. Let's plug this in. Okay. Ooh, these wires are tight. It's tight. Oh my God, it's super tight. Oh man. No, it doesn't close. This freaking battery. Oh wait. Oh yeah. The latch is. Uh-oh. I need to do like a latch modification too, man. Okay. I think if we take the battery tray out, we could probably get it to fit, man. But so as you can see, I've already modified this. This is already longer, and it still doesn't fit. What the freak, man? This sucks. These freaking monster batteries, man. So I'm already not happy with this battery. It doesn't fit like stock, you know? And the wires are like so tight in here. I think I might need this. I might need the longer thing. I don't know. Yeah, because it's a good ways. It's a good ways from there. That's what I want to say. See, it's a good ways. It's like a good inch. It still has to go to get it to fit in there. Oh my god, man. Okay, next thing to do is we'll take the battery tray out. All right, I don't want to do it, but we kind of have to do it because this freaking battery's not fitting. Okay, guys, I don't want to take this tray off, man. So not only does the tray hold the battery, it also holds the DC converter. All right, this guy here. And I would have to take it out and it would be flopping around all over the place. I don't want to take that out. All right, and plus it'll make the other batteries kind of thing. So I don't know, we're gonna have to figure out something, whoops. We have to figure out some other way, all right, to get this thing in here. And I don't want it flopping around all over the place because, why is this loose like that? I don't want it flopping around all over the place. I want the lid secure because I don't want it flopping around all over the place because they're going to be racing off-road, all right? And the bike's just going to be bouncing around everywhere, all right? So, yeah, no bueno. I don't know what to do, man. So I'm going to go ahead and put the bolts back for the tray. But definitely we have to take this out so it'll fit all the way, all right? We could trim the tray, but no, I'm not going to do that, man. I didn't have to do that for this battery or the other, or that battery right there. So yeah, I'm kind of, what the hell, dude? Not happy with this EBMX battery. But so what we're supposed to have is we're supposed to have a longer latch, okay? There's supposed to be a longer thing. Now what we could do is we could make a longer spacer for this. So this is the stock latch. However, the it's been modified with a longer bolt and spacer. So maybe if we can get an even longer bolt and longer spacers, we might be able to do something, all right? That, or maybe we can strap the strap down or something to keep it from popping open. I don't know. I just don't want that thing loose. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. Okay, and guys, guess back. What? I got it on there. It's in there, but like it's not in there. It's too loose. All right. So, so what did I have to do to thing this? I had to. Oh, it's kind of hard to. I had to make this longer is what I had to do, all right? So now I got to make it shorter, all right? So what I did is I made it twice as long, but it seems like it's too much, all right? So plus it kind of doesn't fit. I have to like press it forward like this, and then it'll latch, all right? But it's still, it's really loose. So I probably should only go like half as long, all right? So if we can get the right length is fine, all right? Because we want it to be as close to this battery as possible because there's going to be a huge gap with those batteries now. So yeah, I'm not happy with this, man. But if this is what I got to do to win the race, then this is what we got to do. All right, so okay, we just got to get the right length now, all right? So yeah, I basically doubled it. I found the washer. So these are the original spacers, all right? And then these are some other spacers that I found. This one was too long, so I had to add 2 washers to this one. So I'm gonna have to find something that's half as long or cut this, all right? So let me see if I can, I might have to go to the hardware store and maybe find some spacers like this and then cut them in half, all right? Just to just the right length. And then we may have to shorten the bolts too, all right? So these are longer bolts. These bolts are like twice as long. I forgot. So this is the original bolt right here. All right, so that gives you an idea how long the bolt is. It's almost twice as long, guys. Okay. All right, let me figure it out, man. I'm so close. All right, so I shortened it a little bit. All right, I used two bolts and then 2 washers here. Maybe we should add an extra washer, but it doesn't close now. So, and I'm pushing and pushing. It looks like we maybe if we can get away with 2 washers. If we add 2 more washers to this, it might do the trick, all right? So I think we can do that. I might have to find another bolt. I've tried, yeah, so these are the bolts that I had last time when it was too long. And I found some that was just a little bit longer than this, so. All right, keep on. All right, I found the right combination, guys. All right, so let me see if I can open this. It's pretty tight now, all right. Yeah, so definitely I'm gonna have to practice putting the other batteries on for the race. But so this thing, I don't like this. This pushes, I mean, this pushes on here, and I think it broke this and it pushed the gauge into here. All right, so this is way too tight, man. I don't like how the way they made this battery. It's just like it's too tight for this bike. All right, I think they have like a custom battery lid or something, but yeah, this is I like to use the stock lid, man. All right, but the wires kind of go out, which is okay. But yeah, there it is. Okay, so what I had to do is I had to get one that's slightly longer than, I don't know, well, this is the original one. Okay, guys, that's the one that comes with the thing. So that shows you how long it is. It's not that much longer, man. It's that long. Okay. It's like pretty like 20 millimeters or something, like 1 centimeter. How about that? It's like 1 centimeter longer, and I got it to fit. All right. Okay, so yeah, if you have an EBMX battery, all right, and you want to use the stock battery latch, you're gonna need a, man, it just barely fits. Okay, something like a 32 or 31 millimeter spacer. Okay, somewhere around there, and it'll fit. It fits really tight too. Like I have to kind of finagle it a little bit. All right, so I have to really press down on it, and then it locks. All right, but that's good. It's really tight. So yeah, I don't have access to the charge port. That's fine. Just open the lid if we need a charge. All right, but yeah, there it is. All right, and I've got it connected right now. Let's see if it'll fire the bike up. There it is. No problem. It's got 75% charge in it, 78 volts, and yeah. All right, here we go. EBMX power. All right, so there you go. So I have a 2018 Sur-Ron Lightbee MX. All right, it might be different than the X's because it did not fit in mine. All right, so what I had to do to get this bad boy to fit is I had to remove this rear cover. All right, that's 4 bolts or 4 screws, 2 of these guys and 2 of these guys. All right, the other one's still on there, and these are hiding like over here. All right, so now it's exposed. All right, so the back of the battery is going to be exposed now. So I'm not too happy about that, but whatever, man. That's what I got to do. Then that's what I got to do. All right, now I got to see how my other batteries fit in here. But yeah, so if you have an EBMX battery and it's getting hung up on that front thing over there, if you want it to fit, take that back cover off, all right, and then add a 30 millimeter spacer to your latch. Okay, you're gonna need to find the right size bolt too. Let's take the bolt out just for you guys, since I'm a nice guy. I'm gonna take the bolt out. Okay, so I don't think you can open this with just the key. You're gonna have to press down on the latch, all right, and then twist the key, kind of like the stock battery. There we go. Okay. All right. Yeah, let me take one of these bolts out. Okay, so it's a M6 bolt. All right, and it's about 47 or 48 millimeters. Yeah, about 47 millimeters. All right. It could be, a little less, a little more. All right, but this is the one that I use. All right, for M6 47. All right, this is what I use. All right, and then I used this spacer. Okay, the spacer was like 30 millimeters or something. 33 millimeter spacer. Okay, so you got that? M6 by 47 and a 33 millimeter spacer, and then it fit. Okay, and it fit really tight. All right, you got to kind of press down on the lid a little bit to get it to latch. All right, but that's good. That means it's in there tight. It's not loose at all. Okay, so there you go. So that's how I got the EBMX 72 volt 42 amp hour battery to fit in my Sur-Ron Lightbee MX. All right, so I haven't heard of anybody else having the same fitment problems as me, but yeah, so I had to do 2 things: take the back cover off, and then add make the spacer longer. All right, so this thing will latch. Okay, and it's pretty nice. The wires come out like that, and then you can just kind of tuck them inside like that. All right, I don't mind if it's sticking out a little bit, but if it's sticking out a lot, it could get caught on something, so you don't want that. Okay, pretty cool. And yes, oh, you know what? one more thing. We have to find out if we can pull this battery out. Okay, so we're gonna see if we can get this battery out now. So I modified the latch so it's longer now. So I don't know if it's gonna clear that, because before it was rubbing on it pretty close. So here we go. All right, I'm gonna make sure the handlebars are straight so I can get this thing as much as possible. This kind of battery. Okay. Go to the other side so you guys can see. Let's see if I can get it out of here with this slightly longer latch. I don't know. Oh boy, it's in there so tight. This is going to be a bitch to get out during the race. I have to just tug and tug and tug at it. Yeah, you can get it out. Barely. Alright, there you go. Okay, and here's me putting it back in again. Okay. Maybe I'll just leave that cover off. I don't know. It's just... Oh, it's pinching the wire. I don't want that. Okay. Plug it in. Okay. Close the lid. Okay. I hope this. So I'm gonna have to go take this thing for a test ride, see if it pops open. Okay, and then I have to try my other batteries out too. Okay, but there it is. You saw me take it out and you saw me put it in. All right, this battery is too tight in my opinion, man. If you remember the stock Suron battery, it was really loose in there. It was so easy to pull out. All right, it wasn't that heavy either. So this thing is heavy. And it's too big. All right? It barely fits in there, man. I kind of don't like it. All right. The fitment of this battery, not very good, in my opinion. It should be like a 1/4 inch shorter. All right, 1/4 inch, shorter like this, so it fits better. All right, but no, it's tight in there, man. Does it look right? Yeah, you know what? It does kind of look right. It lines up with the Lunicycle's float seat. It's actually level with this new latch, so it actually kind of looks like it belongs there. Makes the bike look a little beefier. So what to say, all right? But yeah, this thing is a freaking beast, and it's really expensive, guys. So I can't wait to try it out. Okay, so I will be doing a show and tell video on this battery, all right? And I will talk about the modifications I had to do to my bike to get it to fit. And I will show you guys the charger for it. This is not my battery. I'm borrowing it from my buddy Gautam. All right, his bike is kind of down right now, and I kind of needed a battery, so he lent it to me. All right, and thanks a lot, Gautam. I know this battery is really, really expensive, and I better take good care of it. All right, but yeah, so there it is. Can't wait to try it out. We'll be doing some testing with it, and I'll be going to what is it? I'll be racing it with it in the Virginia City Grand Prix. Okay, so I need a battery that can go to the distance. I'm kind of interested to see if this thing will go 2 laps. All right, I might try to range test it during Virginia City Grand Prix. Okay. One thing is, yes, this battery is like 10 pounds heavier than the stock battery, man. The stock battery is like 25 pounds. I weighed this at like 37 pounds. I'll show you the pictures and everything when I weighed it. So, but it is not light. All right, it is significantly heavier than my Lightspeed battery, and it's significantly heavier than a stock battery. My Lightspeed battery is only like 2 pounds heavier than a stock battery. Okay, guys. So, I think this thing will add a lot of weight to your bike, but it'll also add 10 more amp hours, which should make a big difference. All right, guys. Okay, thanks for watching. Hey, this is Mike out. Look forward to more battery videos on this guy. All right, I don't get a chance to try very many Suron products out that I don't own, so I'm gonna take advantage. All right, Gautam said like, yeah, man, knock yourself out. So thanks, Gautam. All right, here's Big Out. Okay, if you're wondering if the 32 amp hour Lightspeed battery fits, how well it fits with the new latch, all right, it's loose. All right, it's too loose. Flops around too much. So to fix that, I've got a pillowcase. All right, I folded this old pillowcase up, and we're going to stick it right here. This is what I use for the other battery, by the way, so so maybe we can just use it for both batteries. Stick it here, and there you go. Okay, there you go. 32 amp hour Lightspeed battery with the longer latch. Still a little loose, but it's got a little cushion for the battery now, so I think that's fine. All right, but yeah, I kind of don't like how it floppy like that so much. Maybe we need a thicker pillowcase. I don't know. Figure something out, but I think that's okay. It's a little loose, so. But I don't think the battery's going to jump around a whole lot. What I'm worried about is the latch. You know, something happening, but it's pressing up on the latch, so I think it's okay. All right. So hopefully it doesn't pop open. If it pops open, hopefully it'll be easy to put back in. Okay. All right. So that's one battery. Now we have to try that one. That one is even shorter. So I've got small, medium, and large here. Okay, guys. I tell you this now. You know, sometimes having the biggest battery is not the best. All right, especially if you're racing. You should have a battery for whatever occasion that you will be doing. All right, so I'll tell you this battery slipped in a lot easier than it did before. All right, it didn't get hung up on this. So I think in the newer Surons they must have like did something to this to make it more smooth, more streamlined. Because my batteries always get hung up on the brace right here, the welds on the brace. Yeah, it always gets hung up on it. All right, and now there's this big gaping hole in the back of my thing, so my battery's going to get all dirty. So hopefully it's not going to be a very dirty race, is what I'm going to say. Okay. All right, so I'll do another video with the 30 amp hour battery. Okay. Okay, we're going to try out the 30 amp hour battery. But first we gotta take 32 out, so let's see how easy that is. Really easy, okay? Just take the pillowcase out, unplug it, okay? Pull the battery out. Put the other battery in. Oh, this one's even lighter. Still gets caught up on that thing. Okay, I moved the little battery handle to the back here. Okay, plug the battery in. Oh. Match the colors up. Okay, close the breaker, put the thing in. I think we're gonna have to make it like thicker, like super thick, man. There we go. All right, now it's, yeah, so I have to just make it really thick is what I have to do. And now there's a huge freaking hole in there. Well, I think it'll be fine. Okay, cool. Yeah, there's a lot of space in there. Okay, but there it is. All right, cool deal. And then yeah, I gotta take it out and charge it anyway, so you guys better. All right, nope, I can't just turn the key and open it. I have to press down on the cover, turn the key, then open it. All right, take my little pillowcase out, break the connection with the breaker. That's what I like about this battery. It's got a built-in breaker. Okay. And make sure that the wires don't get caught. Pull up on this sucker. Okay, and out it goes. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed that demonstration. Okay, so yeah, I just demonstrated taking the battery out for all 3 of the batteries that I'll be using in the Virginia City race. All right. All right. It kind of sucks that I have to modify my bike just to fit this freaking battery, okay? But hopefully it'll be worth it, all right? This battery should be pretty awesome, all right?